A woman in Seattle began noticing something strange happening outside her home. Every morning, the same crow landed on the fence near her yard. At first, it simply watched her from a distance. But one day, after she went back inside, she noticed something unusual on the ground. A small, shiny bead. The next day, the crow returned and left a tiny button. Then another day, a small piece of metal. These objects seemed random, almost meaningless, but the crow kept bringing them again and again. Scientists who study crow behavior say moments like this may not be random at all, because in the world of crows, objects can carry a very different kind of meaning. Ever wondered if that crow in your backyard is watching you? Well, it probably is. And it's a lot smarter than you think. Crows are part of the corvid family, which includes ravens and magpies, and they are some of the most intelligent animals on the planet. Scientists have seen them solve complex puzzles, use tools to get food, and even plan for the future. In fact, some lab tests show their problem-solving skills are on par with primates, like chimpanzees. But pure brain power doesn't explain why a crow might leave a shiny object on your doorstep. To understand that, we have to dive into how crows perceive their world and, more importantly, how they see us humans. It's a fascinating look into the mind of a bird. In a famous experiment conducted by researchers at the University of Washington, scientists tested whether crows could recognize individual human faces. During the study, researchers wore a specific mask while capturing and tagging wild crows. Years later, the Sami crows and even other crows who had never seen the original event still reacted aggressively to that mask. The birds remembered the human face associated with danger. Even more fascinating, they appeared to communicate this information to other crows. This showed that crows don't just recognize humans, they remember them, categorize them, and sometimes even share that information socially. Have you ever noticed a crow watching you? Not just on say, but day. If a crow starts showing up near you repeatedly, it's not a coincidence. Something really important has already happened. That crow has been observing you, studying your every move, and deciding if you're a threat. Crows are incredibly cautious. Their survival depends on it. So, when one decides to get close, it means you've passed the test. You've been classified as safe. Maybe you've been leaving out food, or maybe it's just because you've never shown any aggression towards them. Once that initial trust is built, the real magic begins. The relationship between you and the crow starts to evolve in some truly amazing ways. It's the start of a unique friendship. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing animal stories. This is where the strange gift phenomenon sometimes appears. In several documented cases, people who regularly interact with crows report that the birds begin leaving small objects nearby. Shiny fragments, buttons, pieces of glass, coins, or even small bits of metal. To humans, these items look random, but crows are naturally curious collectors. Young crows especially pick up unusual objects and examine them as part of their exploration of the environment. So when a crow leaves one of these objects near a human, it may not be a deliberate gift the way humans understand gifts. Instead, it may be a form of interaction or curiosity. In animal behavior research, scientists sometimes describe a concept called reciprocity. Reciprocity means responding to positive actions with positive actions in return. This type of behavior has been observed in several intelligent species, including primates, dolphins, and some birds. When a human repeatedly provides food, safety, or predictable behavior, an animal may begin responding in ways that maintain that relationship. In the case of crows, leaving an object behind may simply be part of this evolving interaction. The crow recognizes the human as a consistent part of its environment and begins treating that individual differently from other humans. Another reason many of these objects appear shiny may come from crow curiosity. Corvids are visually attentive animals, and reflective objects stand out strongly in their environment. Young crows especially investigate objects that sparkle or reflect light because those items are unusual in nature. But the important detail is not just the object itself. It's the location where the object is left. When the crow chooses to leave it near a specific human's home, yard, or feeding area, it suggests that the bird has formed a consistent association between that place and that person. Have you ever noticed the same crow hanging around your house? It's not your imagination. Over time, these interactions can become surprisingly complex. Some people say a specific crow shows up at the same time every day, like clockwork. Others mention a crow calling out to them when they step outside, or even following them on short walks around the neighborhood. Now, this doesn't mean the crow thinks you're part of its family or flock. What it likely means is that the crow sees you as a predictable and non-threatening presence in its territory. Think about it from their perspective. In the wild, predictability is a huge advantage. Animals are always calculating risks, so a human who behaves consistently is much easier for them to understand and trust. It's a fascinating glimpse into the intelligence of these amazing birds. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more cool animal facts. Scientists who study corvid behavior believe these interactions show just how socially aware crows are. They monitor the behavior of other animals, including humans, and adjust their own behavior accordingly. A human who feeds them, ignores them peacefully, or behaves calmly may slowly become integrated into the crow's mental map of the environment. In that map, different individuals represent different types of experiences: danger, neutrality, or safety.